Well, turning to the occupied West Bank now, where Israeli forces have been carrying out yet more raids. We're getting reports of incursions in the towns of Jenin, Nablus and Hebron. Israel stepped up nightly raids on the territory in recent days. Let's bring in Zein Basravi. He joins us live now from Ramallah. Zein, so just bring us up to date with the latest on those raids.
Well, it's been another very busy night. It's been far busier than it has been in previous nights in recent weeks. We've seen the occupied West Bank really turn into a patchwork of violence with multiple raids going on in communities across the area. Earlier this evening, we saw raids in Nablus, Bethlehem, Hebron. In Nablus, at least 3 people were arrested. In the village of Azun in the Kalkilia area, we heard reports that today, a couple of days ago, there had been gunshots fired at Israeli troops. Residents there say they were bracing for some kind of retaliation, for some kind of incursion. That did happen this evening. Now, we don't have any further update at the moment, but it seems that the raids there may have ended so far. But the main flashpoint, the main area of activity this evening seems to be, once again, Jenin city. A heavy presence of Israeli military forces went into that area earlier this evening. They were accompanied by armored vehicles as well as armored bulldozers, and at least 2 people were injured in what people there, residents, described as ongoing heavy clashes between Israeli military and Palestinian fighters. Now, we know that 2 people were injured. Ambulances were trying to get into those areas to try to get to the injured. They were being stopped in many locations, but Israeli bulldozers were digging up streets, digging up infrastructure, making it more difficult in the long run for people to be able to navigate those communities. And that is part of this. It is not just about going after people. It is about creating long-lasting effects, creating a sense of dread and fear in those communities. We've also heard that there are raids now in Ramallah, in the Jalazan refugee camp. 2 journalists were arrested in the Basravi village as well.
Zein, on the diplomatic front, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken is travelling to Ramallah, there where you are, to meet with the Palestinian president.
That's right. As part of this whirlwind tour, he is going to be here in Ramallah in just a matter of hours at 9 GMT. In just a few hours, we are expecting him to meet with the Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. They will no doubt be discussing primarily trying to bring a halt to the violence in Gaza, trying to bring a ceasefire to Gaza, trying to get humanitarian aid in. But in parallel, there have been ongoing problems in the occupied West Bank that will no doubt be a topic of discussion. 148 people killed since the October 7th attacks. 2,040 people have been arrested and detained in these nightly raids that have been ongoing. Settler violence has been ongoing, but all of the frequency, all of the intensity of these things have gone up since those attacks. But to what end remains to be seen. No amount of diplomatic engagement has so far brought an end to the violence, not in Gaza, not in the occupied West Bank.
All right, Zein Basravi, live for us there in Ramallah. Zein, thank you.